In today's video, we'll look into a scenario in which France goes communist. Bring back the Paris Commune. Now, that's funny, but let's do that. This is about Paris. Yeah, they do that. Here around Bordeaux, another commune forms the Bordeaux Commune. And then the Southern Commune. And while France is shocked, they shouldn't be, but they are, with France planning to invade after an election, with them trying to rapidly move to avoid secession, with the commune advancing around here, and over here with the French Republic on the grounds, with the French Republic collapsing. And then they advance down to the Pyrenees Mountains. And while they get to the northern coast and French forces are forced to retreat, the stalemate slightly breaking out before an advance around to the Swiss border, and then this area starts falling, with them moving into this area so it doesn't secede, with most of France having went with this group, with the Bordeaux Commune, the French Commune, and the Paris Commune uniting to form Communist France, the Commune of France. We'll just call it France that's gone communist, with them planning to provoke a civil war in Spain. Spain isn't aware of this plan, but a Spanish commune forms, such as a Galician People's Republic, the People's Republic of Basque, the People's Republic of Catalonia. This is not Catalonia's borders. The People's Republic of Aragon, and the People's Republic of Spain all form. And, well, they go to war with Spain. Spain didn't expect this. And also the Aragon Commune owns this, with France using this as a plan to make an ally, with the Spanish Republic being completely demolished, with these two uniting, was French forces invading to help form the Spanish Commune. In the south, they managed to finish off the coast, with an advance towards Madrid. And while at this point Madrid is captured and collapses, with the Galician, Spanish, Aragon, Catalan, and Basque communes / summer people's republics, they all unite to form the People's Republic of Spain. Just to mark it, I feel like this is definitely a French ally, with France to secure it as an ally, giving them this land. And well, they eye expansion, with a front opening up against Benelux. And I'm sure they will enjoy it. With Benelux being a new front, well, they're low. They might sink before France takes them over. But then again, I think this channel is going to be great. Well, I looked it up. It doesn't seem like many channels get to 3,000 subscribers, but I don't know if that's true. Well, they move in. Well, yeah. This area collapses under their authoritarian control. And while they become Benelux, becomes a part of the French Commune, with Spain invading Portugal. Why, you may ask? Well, they want to annex it and form the Iberian Commune, with the French Commune wanting to expand its commune control, with the Franco-Spanish alliance being a big deal, with Britain going to war with it, with Britain landing in France. This doesn't go very well, with Britain managing to make significant advances. But they weren't able to hold on to any of their landing. They believe the French could invade them. They start moving troops into Germany and Italy. Can they stop this? Who knows? With Germany over here joining them, and Italy joins at the same time. With the French and Spanish communes deciding to invade Italy. With Italy in a lot of trouble. And while Italy starts collapsing, and during this time that's collapsing, a communist takeover happens and they switch sides. And while the French keep it as an occupation zone, with them being shocked at Italy doing this, and them allowing Italy to re-keep some lands after a peace treaty will be signed. So for now, yeah, France is going to take some land, Spain will take some land, and such on. With them deciding to go for Austria. Why did they decide this? Well, let's look at the Northern Front in Spain. With them trying to unite Europe against France's threat. With Russia in support of them. With them moving into Benelux. As they advance as far as they can before a stalemate. But in the south, yeah, this isn't going to be pretty. With them failing to contain it. With Vienna falling. And at this point, a stalemate has started on all of the fronts. And well, yeah, this commune is definitely winning at this point. The Italians decide to invade Albania. Who knows why? Because they want a big victory. Because the French are mostly holding there. To prove to France and Spain. They quickly take over Albania. And they annex it. Yeah, they annex it. With Greece deciding to intervene, you might be why. There's a reason. They want to get revenge on Italy. Yeah. This might be a stupid decision. Just saying. But, I mean, it's pretty reasonable. With Italy having worked so hard to take it over just to lose it. I'm sure they enjoyed that. Of anti-communist. With Poland joining anti-communist reasons. With this front collapsing, yeah, the communists are in the lead now. With Croatia and Slovenia getting invaded by Italy, France, and Spain. Why? Because they fear they'll join this war. Well, by doing this, they're making aggression moves in this region. With the Americans questioning joining, but for now they stay out. With Polish right-wing allies joining. With Bratislava falling and quickly Budapest. With this front becoming the front. With them still advancing. With Romania hesitant to join in Greece, but Serbia joins to defend Greece. Which leads to Kosovo joining the red team. Which is a fatal mistake. With the Germans on the verge of collapse. As the French move into Hanover. With Britain trying to get Sweden, Norway, Finland, Denmark to join. With the Italians using this to invade here. With Turkey joining their side. Oh, this isn't good. Although Turkey seemed going to realize they probably shouldn't have. With Bulgaria, Romania join. And though Turkey does very well in it, and they quickly take over the islands around the Aegean Sea as they move into northern Greece and Bulgaria, they eventually link up with forces in Serbia, and with the help of Italians, Italy liberates Albania, which became part of them, and then Kosovo, which becomes an ally. But them decide to invade northern Macedonia. Well, this is where the fall of Greece begins. And at this point, Romania falls. With Romania leaving the war. The reason they join is because France invades Denmark, so Northern Europe becomes a part of it. With this, all of Northern Europe joins, seeing France as a threat. With Russia sitting back and relaxing as Europe falls apart. But for Czechia, yeah, it's a bit late. And for Germany. With Germany collapsing at this point, Poland manages to hold the front. At this point, everybody's favorite countries join. Yes, Canada and the United States. The defenders of Europe join. And well, France realizes, oh shit, they're not in a good position. As American soldiers start moving into Britain, using that point, they launch a landing in Spain. Why would they do that? Well, they do. With them believing Spain to be weak, and they believe that they can take over Spain, they can move back and take what they need. As they move into land in Portugal, and they move in to take Lisbon, then they move across. They manage to take Madrid. With France being super angry at this. With Madrid surrendering. With France deciding to move in and make a puppet. As fast as they could. And well, they do very advances very fast as they get to here. But this part of Spain is now occupied. With France holding that front but doing this. Well, Poland took advantage to start liberating Germany. As the Northern Europeans take the advantage to liberate Denmark. As France is becoming more and more overstretched. With Poland pushing back here. With the help of the United States. And the United States advance a bit more into Spain. As they start pushing into the Basque commune and Catalan and Aragon communes. With America using this opportunity to invade the next weakest nation, which would be Turkey. Them managing to land in southern Turkey, and they quickly expand their control. Quickly forming their control line. With Turkey about to exit the war if stuff continues going bad, they know. So they land in Greece. In the Aegean Islands, push Turkey out of Greece. They don't fully push them out, but enough to get enough anti-war support. With the government deciding to go to peace. With the Americans taking that advantage as they go to peace to take over this, occupy it during the war. In return, they leave the war. With an overthrow coup in Turkey happening, and they join the American side. As they manage to make moves. With them moving into Hungary now. With France completely irritated now. And then they move into Italy and some islands. And then Spain is fully recaptured, with anti-French forces, American forces, moving in from the south. As Iberia has been liberated, now to liberate Spain. Not Spain, France. With France having this big collapse. With an overthrow in Italy. Yes, another overthrow coup. Getting them to switch sides. Yes, they're just switching sides front, left, and center today. And with this, Kosovo also joins the other side. With Romania collapsing, and well, since Italy switched sides, also did this part of the front, which they were occupying, with French forces having to escape. Even though there's no point at this point in continuing fighting for them, they do. I guess you can have national pride and be a communist, who knew? With them managing to take over France. So let's go to the peace treaty. Freed in the peace treaty. Germany annexed Alsace-Lorraine, and Britain annexed Brittany. America managed to annex, well, north of Gibraltar, so Britain still owns Gibraltar, but around the area is occupied by America. Then Greece gained land against Turkey. Turkey stayed mostly intact. They also lost Kurdistan, but they didn't lose too much. And now that's pretty much all for today's video. Please like, subscribe, and comment. Wild Mapper out, but not until you subscribe. Bye, guys!